Okay, so good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the official launch of KNUST Blockchain Hub. Today, I have with me here my co-chair for the event, Mr. Michael Ochre, who happens to be a blockchain consultant and also the founder of Login Blockchain Institute here in Ghana. So my name is Norbert Amankwa, the current president of our blockchain community here in KNUST, Ghana. And Mr. Mike will also introduce himself. Okay, so he will join us later during the presentation. See, I'll start by talking about what blockchain is and why we decided to found this community and go ahead and create a website for us. So blockchain technology, many of us don't really know that it's a technology on its own, it's a system on its own. It's not only related to cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is a system of recording information in a way that it makes it very difficult or almost impossible for people to hack or cheat the system. Or let's say, in other words, it's sometimes called a distributed ledger technology, and it allows data to be stored globally on thousands of servers. And with this, everybody on the server or on the network sees what is going on in the system. And so it is almost impossible, or it is very impossible to forge or change anything once it's implemented in this distributed public ledger. So this is the technology that most cryptocurrencies are made of. And so blockchain technology has very useful many. Please, when you join, kindly mute your mic for us. And with this, blockchain has enormous uses, and it has been eliminating middlemen in terms of finance, business, agriculture, almost every sector in this world. Blockchain is helping us do our things faster, more secure, and transparent. KNUST Blockchain Hub. We had a lot of people in 2017, mainly students interested in blockchain and cryptocurrencies, but we didn't have any structured community. And just recently, we set up this community, which is the Campus Blockchain Hub. And it happens to be the first and only campus blockchain society here in Ghana, in Africa. And right now, as we are doing this presentation, we are recognized internationally as a campus blockchain society. And luckily for us, we have the African ambassador for Mouse-Built Blockchain Alliance in our community. So the purpose of today's event is that we are going to take us through our website, and as most of us on our various social media platforms know, our main ambitions are to provide basic blockchain education and cryptocurrencies to our members, provide opportunities in terms of jobs, in terms of internships, and any other opportunity that we can find ourselves on. And we also, as at now, are training blockchain developers that will help us implement one of our goals of building a blockchain project. And so we decided to build this website that we are going to launch today to make it easy for our members to access our website. And with that, you can get access to all admins, all leaders, ask for help with anything that you find. You'll find difficult that you don't understand, you can find it on the website. And so I have with me Mr. Mike, as I introduced during the earlier stages, Mr. Michael Ochre. He is a blockchain consultant and the founder and CEO of Login Blockchain Labs. So he's going to introduce himself and talk about a little about blockchain, decentralization, and why he himself decided to help us as students to bring up with something like a blockchain community. And so, Mr. Mike, can you please unmute your mic and give us your presentation?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, we can hear you.
Yeah, oh, okay, nice. I'm Michael Ochre, as the founder of KNUST Blockchain Hub said. And I'm so delighted to be part of this great move. This to guide the youth about what a block. And before we move on to that, I would love to congratulate each and everybody here for making it this moment. With the blockchain tech and its decentralization, it is very, very important for us to understand the nature and the structure of the technology. Without understanding these things, we cannot understand the benefits and how relevant to us and for us as a nation. This
We just lost Mr. Mike, but when he comes, he will continue with that for us. And let us continue to look at the name of our website. Okay, he's back. Can you please continue?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry. It's the network, please forgive me. As I was saying, as individuals, we should understand the nature and the pillars of blockchain before venturing into it. And as the founder of KNUST said earlier on, we have the blockchain, which is the most relevant and one of the most relevant and important technology in our days, which we call the technology of trust. And it's very good for us to implement it. The technology of blockchain has about 5 pillars, which we should all understand, and that is permissionless, and then is censorship resistance, and then it's transparent, and then it has its own security we call the cryptographic security also, and then it's decentralization as well. And I'm going to pick the decentralization out of the blockchain and then talk a little about it. But you know, when we talk about permissionless of a blockchain, meaning you, the individual or a corporate institution, having access, you don't need to ask anybody a permission to log in or log out when it comes to blockchain. And these are some of the real goals or the real reason why blockchain is being implemented. And the most important and most innovative app that was implemented on a blockchain first ever is Bitcoin. It's called Bitcoin, which is a digital currency which is being used peer-to-peer. So you could understand whenever you hear the word peer-to-peer, it tells you that we are talking about decentralization, because you have cut off the middleman in the game, which we describe that thing as a strong man who is always dictating for us, controlling and then commanding us. We are moving that system out from the game, and then we are dealing with ourselves, the individuals. So I will talk little about decentralization. It is very simple word, and you all should understand it. Moving the middleman from whatever we are going to do or doing, and dealing peer-to-peer way. So I can know you or not to know you, still I can deal with you. And then also I can do everything or trade with you without trusting you. These are some of the features of a decentralized blockchain. So a blockchain also is a new era in human social evolution, which we should all embrace and understand. The central way of doing things has crippled us and also have limited our ability to create wealth as individuals. So when you check human nature, the results of poverty comes from decentralization, because we have vested a lot of power in them to rule against certain things, which we think now it will be very necessary to understand the reason why we should take the power back and then rule our own way, in our own ways, and then do things in our own ways. So today we ask ourselves, why decentralization in a blockchain? The decentralization in a blockchain plays a better and a serious role, because without decentralization, we cannot communicate in a way or in a manner that we don't even trust you and still communicate to you. So when we check, I'm coming to talk about 4 important things in a decentralization way. And 4 things we should understand that in every decentralization structure, we have 4 elements, which we call the decentralization communication or decentralized communication, which implements or shows us the freedom of speech, freedom of thought, and then freedom of action. And without those things, it will be very difficult for blockchain to move or scale. So you understanding decentralization part of blockchain, you should understand one element from it, which we call the decentralization communication. In every area of our lives, whenever we want to do something, we first have to understand that we have to communicate for the thing to be understood before we can move on. And then 2, we have to understand decentralization law. Whenever you communicate, you have to use a term or agree on a term. And then 3, we have the decentralization production, which we thought that whenever you agree, you have to move on by producing something, which can be, example, 3D production. You know, it's very decentralized. It goes, you can even go to the internet and then just print something out without even somebody's permission. It's very important. So when you check on those things, and then the last one is decentralized finance. That gives us the opportunity to trade an asset or a currency or a product. So we should all understand that decentralized is something that can break us through with this move that we are coming to do or we are doing. So when you check the originates of the internet itself is to decentralize, not to centralize. That is its originate way of doing things. But the surveillance and what you call the censorship has taken place. So whenever you want to do something, you first have to ask permission, which the blockchain is giving us the opportunity to take back our power or take back the power that was vested into the life of the central folks or the central or the strong person. So now the decentralized has made us so powerful in the sense that now Kwame can have his own way of doing his own thing without asking permission from Kwesi. So we understanding this tech as the blockchain personnel or blockchain enthusiast or any other person, we should understand that the decentralized is playing a big role, a vital role in this industry. Understand this industry that today Kwame is having a phone, a mobile phone, and want to do a transaction online. Whether to ask anybody a permission before doing it or not asking a permission, decentralized gives the person or Kwame an access to just do whatever he wants to do without consulting Kwesi. Because consulting Kwesi can corrupt the system. Kwesi can tell or turn up the system in its own favor. So you could understand that when Kwame is having access, he can transact business, he can consult his legal practitioners, or he can even go further by doing his own business, by having business ideas in his mind. The business ideas is having it in his mind. He will just implement it in any way he wants it. So you can understand that the trust technology we are talking about is the blockchain, which one of its pillars is decentralization. So decentralization plays a vital role when it comes to blockchain. Please, you should all understand it. Without decentralization, the blockchain can never scale. And when we talk about scalability, we are talking about you having or create a platform being created that you, the individual or a corporate person, can use without anybody's regulating your ability to do something better. So you can understand that decentralization is a very vital thing in this industry. So I think
Right, decentralization is a very vital thing in this industry. Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. And I know that with this, we've learned a lot from it. I'm going to quickly share my screen and let's take a look at our official blockchain website. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, so since I am a blockchain person, I use Brave browser. It's one of the fastest browser, and you just get paid in cryptocurrency for just using the browser. So you can go to Google and type KNUST Blockchain Hub. So with KNUST Blockchain Hub, you can see Akwesi Sapon, who is our technical consultant, his LinkedIn profile linked to KNUST Blockchain Hub. And this is the official website of KNUST Blockchain Hub. So I'll quickly click on it. Yes. So this is our main website. We have our logo, our home, about us. If you want to read about what we do at KNUST Blockchain Hub and what we are currently working on, our events, both past and present, and ongoing as well. And so this is the homepage. We have the beautiful pictures of KNUST, which happens to be the best university in West Africa as I'm speaking right now. So this is the homepage of KNUST Blockchain Hub. So welcome to KNUST Blockchain Hub. It's the first ever campus-based blockchain organization in Ghana. This is a crypto club mainly to provide education to its members and the masses, and also build blockchain projects. So this is the official website that we are launching today. You can find our past events here. We joined Mouse Belts Reimagine 2020 V Volume 1, and I talked about blockchain in Africa. Our members also talked about the state of blockchain in Ghana and our campuses. And we also have our ongoing lecture series, which is our blockchain education that we are providing our members. We currently halted because of one or two issues, that is time preferability, that we couldn't make the appropriate time that every member was able to join. And so this is the official homepage of KNUST Blockchain Hub. So if you want to read more about us too, you can go to that page and read more about what we do. So we've seen the problems that Africa is facing in terms of supply chain, healthcare systems, energy, property and identity, voting systems. And this technology, as I said earlier, is eliminating the middlemen in these industries. That is why it is having problems with adoption, because our people in authorities have seen the importance of this technology and what it can do to them, because it will expose all their fraudulent schemes or whatever they are doing that is not acceptable in this country or in the world at large will be eliminated by blockchain. And throughout the years since 2009 up to date, that the first project, which happens to be Bitcoin, was built on the blockchain, we've seen an enormous rate of adoption. And as at now, Ghana, almost everybody who is elite knows about a cashless internet money, which is Bitcoin, and it's good for in the industry. So if let's look at the team at KNUST Blockchain Hub. We have myself as the president. We have Thomas Bedu as the vice president. We have Akwesi Sapon for chief of operations. Our IT personnel and developer, Emmanuel Ameya. And also Mr. Michael Lotry, our recent speaker, as the blockchain consultant. So this is the website that we've made so far, and it's a simple website. If you want to get in touch with us, just type your name, your email address. Why do you want to join us? Inquiries about your club, message. I want to be a member, and just send us a message. Your message was sent successfully. And so you can also join directly onto our various platforms, Telegram, see our YouTube page, our Twitter handles. You can find us, of course, in KNUST, and you can reach us on phone. So this is the main website that we are launching today. New members can just follow this simple step to joining us. It's a simple website that